everyone. In this video we're going to take a look at BIM 360 Field, BIM 360 Glue, and Navisworks integration. Specifically what we're going to try to look at is how to actually get equipment set data, selection set data from either BIM 360 Glue or Navisworks to ultimately connect up to BIM 360 Field for equipment mapping purposes. So to start, I'm just going to take a look at BIM 360 Field project that I previously set up. I'm actually going to go into my project admin just to access where we actually do the equipment mapping. So here that I'm in the admin, I basically just go down and select on equipment, and here it's going to show me all the models that I have available to me. If I select in on manage equipment mapping, I can see that I have a certain amount of mechanical equipment that's already been uploaded to this project, but let's say I have some Navisworks selection sets that I wanted to share as well. How do I actually get that data in here? Clearly from this view it looks like everything's coming in from BIM 360 Glue, and I can see that by that icon. So how do we actually get information from Navisworks in? So let me just start by going into Navisworks and signing in to my username. Basically it's going to recognize what projects I have associated with this account, but nonetheless we're just signing in for demonstration purposes here. Get my password right. There we go. Now I'm logged in. Basically this version of Navisworks is for BIM 360, so right off the bat it's going to ask me what server I want to connect to. Here in the US, it's just basically going to load up and I'll be good to go. So to start, let me just go by File, Open, and I'm just going to access a field integration test. This is a local NWD file that I previously created. I'm just going to pop this open. As it comes up, I can clearly see that I'm in this medical center project, and I actually have a couple selection or search sets already created for the sake of example. Now, if I was setting up any further ones, I just go find items, create these search sets as needed, and then ultimately ending up with a save as and just saving back to that NWD file wherever you want to locate it. So we'll just go ahead and cancel that actually for the sake of demonstration. I'm going to go ahead and close out this model. This is important to do because when you actually begin pushing this model through BIM 360 Glue, it needs to recognize that you're actually out of the file. So I'm going to go ahead and close out and actually access the same project in BIM 360 Glue and just take a look at what this process looks like to share that NWD file. Really, it's as easy as going down to the Models tab, browsing to that actual location of the file. Here I'm going to select the NWD and just File, Open. Again, for the sake of example, I'm just going to cancel out, and here I can see that I already actually have this NWD file available for me. So I'm just going to pop that open in BIM 360 Glue. Once I'm in the Glue viewer, I'm going to see that the models available to me, all the properties as needed are all here, but I don't actually have it available to me in Field yet. How do I actually go about doing that? The process is actually pretty simple. I'm going to switch gears, pop back over to Field here. I can actually navigate over to Add Model from BIM 360 Glue, and that way I can access this same project based on my username account. To start though, just in BIM 360 Glue, I'm going to just go on More Actions. I can see that I have Share with Field. For the sake of example, I'm going to actually create a couple equipment sets just on random equipment. So let me just go in on this mechanical unit, and I'll say, create equipment set. Now for the sake of example, I can see that I have, just one equipment set created. So I want to go ahead and share this with Field ultimately. And to do that, under the Models tab, basically under More Actions, I just select Share with Field. When I select this, it's going to ask me, do I want to share this model? Clearly I'm going to select yes, and now I can see that the field integration test, that NWD that I started with in Navisworks, is now being shared with BIM 360 Field, all through BIM 360 Glue. I'm just going to select OK, and actually navigate over to BIM 360 Field back in the web browser. So now to round trip this, or kind of wrap things up, I simply go in and select Add Model from BIM 360 Glue. Again, since I'm signed in on that one username, it's recognizing all the projects that I have available to me. And here I can see that under that ADSK Construction Science Med Center, I have all the models available for me to add in. I'm just going to go ahead and refresh this since I just shared it from BIM 360 Glue. When it's done refreshing, I should see that field integration test available to me here. Here I can see that test model. I'm just going to select it, hit OK, and it's going to begin that processing of the model to BIM 360 field in this web integration. This usually takes a couple minutes, but nonetheless, when it's completed, I'll be able to go in and manage the equipment for mapping purposes. We'll give it a couple seconds. So here I can see that the model is loaded. If I go to manage equipment mapping, I can see all the search sets that I had natively in that NWD file, as well as that one equipment set that I created in BIM 360 Glue to further share into BIM 360 Field. So that's just a way that we can get all of our information, our search sets from BIM or Navisworks all the way into BIM 360 Field. I hope this video was of some value, and thank you very much for watching.